Yeah? They're at the gate right there. It's just hard to see. Hi, Sweet Pea.
Vasilia.
What's that?
Can you see Vasilia?
Vasilia is sitting with her mommy just right over there. Yeah, go down a little bit. You'll see her.
Six.
all set there? All right, here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6:34, March 19th. It is a Thursday evening. The scene for game number 2 of your Tri-County semifinal. And it is going to be a battle, you can be sure. Now, we played just 2 days ago, and that game went back into Oakville was up by 2, got themselves into some penalty trouble, and ended up giving up a couple of shorthanded goals. That game got tied. They went ahead 3-2, put in the empty netter, and that was all she wrote. So let me just recap now how we arrived at where we are. You can see right here, we played October 19th. We won that one 4-3. Then on November the 15th, we played to a 2-2 tie right there. And then on February the 22nd and the 21st. So the 21st right there, we beat them 4-2. And then 22nd, we lost 2-1. And then we played them just 2 nights ago and lost 4-2. That is a season record of 2-1-2. And not only is that a dead heat match, that is a total number of goals on the season, 13-13. Total number of shots on the season, 112-122 in favor of your Oakville Rangers. That is how tight this matchup is. Every single play matters. Every single penalty matters. Every single thing that we do matters to try and get out of this bracket right here. And we're looking ahead. There it is, trying to close out this bracket to get to that one. And the winner of this one goes to OMHAs. This is what you're playing for, but it's a best 2 out of 3 series. And that means that Oakville has their backs against the wall. This is a do or die scenario for Oakville tonight. Pull out the W, you live to play another day. And that's as simple as it gets. The players will make their way over to the benches and get their final coaching assignments. Starting lineups tonight will be on the dot, Kenty, left side Stacy, right side Harvey. On D will be Little and Policelli starting them off. And in goal tonight, Mr. Jonas Schrenko. Boys will make their way out to center ice. They'll touch gloves, and we will be good to go. So we'll give that a second, let that play through. All right, here we go. Players have made their way back to the benches. Starting lineup is in position. We have tonight 2 referees and 2 linesmen. It is a full setup. Puck is dropped. Center ice, Salt in the dot, into the feet. Stacey will sweep it up behind the neutral zone. Broken up. Kenty jumps on the play. He'll fire towards the net. Loose puck goes off a leg. Coming back the far side. Broken up. Denied entry. Down below the goal line. Big hit down in the corner as 2 has to absorb one there. He'll come up. Go cross ice, feed Stacy over to Harvey. Harvey coming down the middle. Cuts to the outside. Stood up on the line. And the play is pushed back and forth. There is a penalty being called. Head contact right away. And that is going to be on number 64 from Milton, Socek, in the box. 2 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty is 14:28. Face-off will be down and to the right of the Milton goaltender. Lambert will take the draw. Fiscal Rakowskis on the wings. Milton getting the final line changes in. Now you can see right away the referees made no mistake about calling an early play. That whistle is going to be hot, you can be sure. So the players need to be aware. Side of the net, quick shovel, doesn't make it through. Up to the blue line, puck is squirted all the way down the ice. Striker will come out and stall the puck. So that Lily can catch up to it. Puck comes up the line, turn back, broken, but Lambert will come with it. He has to go wide side. He'll come down, quick shot in on net, and it's held. Face off down and to the right, puck is pulled back to the blue line. Fan on the pass to maintain pressure. Quick shot in on net, no rebound. Same dot, we'll try it again. 1:22 remaining on the power play. Milton has been kicked out of the circle. They'll throw a guy in, puck comes up to the hash marks, up to the blue line. Milton will try and get it, but they don't. Fissel curls. Quick shot from the slot, broken up, does not make it through the traffic. Puck shuffled out into the neutral zone. Hiltzy will go D to D over for Hoagie. Hoagie up in the neutral zone, does not get cleared out, gets sent back down into Oakville territory. Fissel up into the neutral zone. Rakowskis into the end boards. He'll sweep it along with the foot. Fissel will go in. Lambert will help. We'll come back up the blue line with it. Fissel picks up the broken play. Puck squirts out over the line. 40 seconds. Puck's up into the neutral zone. Fired back down and in on net. Hilty will slide it across to the open wing. Chipped ahead. Hiltz in over the line. Down into the corner. Hiltz digging on it. Fonacier holds the line for him. The puck comes up to the line. It squirts out over. Fonacier with that burst of speed denies entry. The puck gets chipped ahead, but without possession. Down in the corner, bodies go down. Fonacier will help in the corner. Ian Archie will slide in. He's got wingers on the right. He's going to go down the left. Shovels that puck ahead as everybody heads to the benches. Broken up in the corner. Fonacier will slide ahead. Push that puck deeper down into Oakville territory. Bouncing puck low in the slot. Goes off for skate. Squirts out into the middle. Up into the neutral zone. Ian Archie. Puck comes back into our zone. Wrong side of center. Ice is going to be the call. We'll get fresh legs out. Face-off will be down and to the right of the Milton goaltender. Kenty will take the draw. Puck goes down around the back of the net. Milton will wrap it around the boards. Far side towards the net. Backhanded. Loose puck. Rebound. Slides across the crease, can't pull the trigger, back up to the blue line, quick shot in on net, loose puck is held. Right before that, there was a pass across and then the puck deflected and it slid slowly across the top of the crease. We couldn't pull the trigger on it, but the door was open. Milton will bang it off the boards. Penalties are all over. This is going to be an icing call. We have very rarely seen having two referees and two linesmen in our games. I really like having that. There's a certain comfort level that the game is under control. Quick puck, loose puck, side of the net. Trying to get it out front, curls. Down to the side of the net, into the end boards. Milton will gather. High off the window, up to the line, not out. Now it comes out as the puck squirts up into the neutral zone. Oakville's been putting good pressure on, but Milton's been a little bit more heavy on the contact. Another icing call, so we will complete the line changes. Face off down to the right of the Milton goaltender. Lambert wins the draw, but it squirts back. Man on, man on! And we are forced to cover it as the puck rolls in to Shrenko just as everybody's catching up. Down to the left of Shrenko, puck comes up to the blue line, broken up, down around the back of the net. Hoagie will shovel it around the boards. Puck comes out over the line, into the feet. Fizzle trying to break out with it, but gets turned back the other way. Nice work down in the corner there by Hoagie. Rakowskis up the middle, up for Lambert. Lambert will slide up for Fizzle. Fizzle has him stall on it, goes down the right-hand side. He maintains control down in the corner. Lots of work on him though. Puck goes into the boards. Stays working with the feet. Lambert steps in to slide in to give him a hand. Puck goes around the back of the net. Rakowskis goes in with it. Broken up at the blue line, not out. Fed into the open wing. Lots of room on the bad line change. Into the feet down in the corner. Easton too will go around the back of the net. Reisner trying to push it out, trying to pick up the wingers with the tip pass. Puck goes down, far side. Stacey with the big hit. Fanase with the big hit. Stacey coming up the middle with it. He'll backhand it deep. Puck comes down inside the net. Reiser in around the back. Puck comes into the open corner. Kenty goes in, breaks up the play down low. Reiser comes right possession, in tight down low. Quick shot, misses on far side. Ianacci will shovel it back to Kenty. Kenty, bottom of the circle. He'll curl, slides it up for Ianacci. Gets in behind him. Ianacci will keep it deep into the zone. Kenty, round the back of the net, trying to shovel it up front. Quick shot, Ianacci into his feet. Couldn't pull the trigger. Quick pass in front. Backhanded in towards the net. Gets tangled up. Up to the line. Not out. Now it's out. They'll have to come back to the D. Little will go far side for Harvey. Harvey will fire it into the open corner. Kenty will undercut the pass. They have to go back the other way. Milton coming down the left-hand side. Quick shot. And Shrenko with that big, fast trapper snatches that out of the air. But we will have a face-off down and to his left. Another quick shot from the top of the circle. Cross ice speed around the back. On the back of the net from Fissel. Fissel gathers it in the neutral zone. Broken play, Milton coming back the other way. Shot goes off a leg into the open corner. Banged off the boards. Lambert will backhand it up and out of play, resulting in not a penalty because we don't make that call at this atrium. To the right of Shrenko is the draw. Solved on the dot, top of the circle. Quick shot, blocked it away by Shrenko. Banged off the boards. Side of the net. Legs out, face off. What is happening? Oh, they tried to get an extra line change on a defensive zone for us, so they wouldn't give it to him. Milton's kicked out of the circle, they'll redraw it. Well, that's a new tactic. I haven't seen that one on the draw before. Take the draw and then jump on the guy. Okay. Up the left-hand side, trying to move that puck forward, and it's a penalty. It's going to be on 77 for roughing, right?
No, it looks like it's on 60.
Oh. I thought it was going to be on 77. Roughing is called. Now, we saw this in the last game. The referees have got a hot whistle. They're going to call this game. They're not going to let it slide. You have got to adjust to the game. Not make them bend to you. You have to play inside the rules of the game. Now, this is the second power play that we've been on. Puck comes up to the blue line. Not out. Turn back the other way. Quick pass in front, scores! On the feed, to Stacy, to Lambert. I like it. That quick pass into the slot, and he was sitting there ready and waiting. Sorry, to Harvey, my bad. Harvey from Stacy, from the point down. To Easton sent it from the blue line to the hash mark, and that quick pass right in the slot is exactly what we were looking for. Time of the goal, 1:02 remaining in the first. Harvey from Stacy. Good time to get that goal. So 7:02. Sorry, I don't know why I said 1:02. 7:02 is the time of the goal. Puck goes down in the hash marks. This is a 15-minute period. This will be a 15-15 flood. That extra 5 minutes of play are huge. There's a penalty being called, and it is on us. It's going to be a head contact, and it's going to be 4 minutes. This is a 4-minute call on Meissen. Sorry, I said it was against us. It's a 4-minute penalty being called on Meissen for a head contact with that play down in the corner. Time of the penalty is 6:31, and that is a double minor. You score in the front 2 minutes, you still get the back 2 minutes. Puck comes up the line, not out. Rakowskis will hold the play onside. Quick shot, deflects up and around the back of the net. Fissel down in the corner, getting worked over, up to the top of the circle. Cross ice feed, bouncing puck into the feet. Quick shot off the post. Policelli, he'll go back down for Little. Little back up to the blue line. Quick shot. Goalies without a stick keep the pressure on. Puck comes up and out of the zone. Down around the back in the net. Up for Lambert. Far side. Lambert will hit Fissel. Up the left-hand side. Chip that in. Big hit. There on Fissel. From their big number 77, Little will come out through over Rakowskis from Policelli. Rakowskis, top of the circle, quick shot, goes around the back of the net. Get that pressure down low, guys. Keep that shots down low and get them in from the house. Milton gives up an awful lot of rebounds. The more shots you get on net, the more likely you are to connect. Quick puck to Inachi. Inachi up for Reisner. Reisner will send it in, sidestep the hit. Puck goes down in the corner. Reisner out front trying to feed it. Reisner down in the corner. Ianacci for Fanasi trying to redirect it. Lays down a reverse hit right in the slot. Quick shot, chest over the crossbar. I'm loving the pressure that we're laying down. Stay with it, boys. Down into the corner. Puck goes around to the open corner. Held. Bouncing puck goes across an open ice, and now it will go up into the corner. I'm telling you, when we lay down heavy contact, it knocks them off the game plan. They do not like it. Stay with it, up to the hash marks. Kenty. Broken up. High in the zone. Broken up at the blue line. Hiltz will gather. He'll go around the back of the net. Bouncing puck came off. The board spun him. So Hoagie will stand his guy up. Kenty will come and help him out. Kenty's going to skate it out of the zone. In over the line. Gets around the first hit. Deep into the corner. Keeps it in the feet. Off the boards. Stays down in the corner. Heavy pressure down low. He kicks it to the open spot. Kenty picks it up, slides it out front side of the net. Round the back, trying to center it in on a shuffle pass. Scores! That's a power play goal at the 3:35 mark. Chotar scores from Harvey and Kenty. That was constant pressure, and he went around the back of the net, came back the other way to try and open up the door for a wraparound, and then slid it across and got tapped in. And at 3:33, Oakville has a 2-goal spread. Up to the blue line, chipped ahead and down into the zone, down into the end boards. Milton gets first touch, up to the blue line, it skips over the stick of 2, man on! Icing is the call, 3:50. Lambert on the draw. Two, holds the line. Play stays onside, down to the hash marks. They will backhand it up into the neutral zone. Goes off a leg. Play is broken. Quick shot, fanned on it. Loose, they fanned on it in return. Ing will keep it at the hash marks. He'll fire it down around the back of the net. Rokauskis knocks his man off the puck. That is not a penalty, guys. You can get upset if you want, but that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. I know the parents are all upset over hits like that, but this is contact hockey, and those are not calls. Now that's a call. That's a hooking call on... It's on Rokauskis, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's on Rokauskis. Time of the penalty, 2:32. Okay, so we're down for 2 minutes. You gotta keep yourself locked in. Stay composed here. We're in the exact same situation that we were. Get in there, bud, get in there. Milton side of the net. Huge save by Schrenko as that pass came across the crease on the back door, and Schrenko slides across and keeps the door closed. You need to come over and give him a scrub on the top of the head. There it is, right there. Little comes in, does that job. Great save by Schrenko. That's huge. Face off won by Milton. Back up to the blue line. Point shot goes around the back of the net. Into the feet. Reiser working on it. Milton high in the slot. They'll turn. Quick shot over the crossbar. Up on the apron. Comes back up the blue line. Milton holds the blue line. Broken up. Into the feet. Oh, that stayed onside. That stayed onside. Down side of the net. Quick shot. Another quick shot. Milton cycling outside. They'll cut to the middle. Across the top. Oh, just misses on the far side. Quick shot, high over the crossbar. 45 seconds left on the power play. Into the feet. Little, high off the window. We have got to get out of our zone. It's pinned in. Down the work. We get a face off. No extra stuff. No extra stuff. Keep your hands down. Keep your hands down. This is exactly where we got in trouble last time. Okay? You get up, you make your plays, the whistle goes, you can run your mouth, but keep your hands off the cages. We do not want unnecessary penalties after the whistle. Cool. All right, so the both of them went for coincidental reminders for roughing after the call. As long as they send them both. But you make sure you don't make sure that you are not the guy that retaliates, because that's the guy that always gets the call. Puck comes up and over the line. Fanase, head away, trying to get inside. Couldn't get loose. Offside is waved as they tagged up. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Fissel trying to move that puck up into their zone. It's up, but not under control. Fanase will chip it back down. We got 10 seconds left. 40 on the period. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Back to even strength, but the player's not on the play yet. Ing will slide it up to the hash marks. Rakowskis, 25 seconds, quick shot. Oh, just missed by a hair over the crossbar. Up to the blue line, not out. 15 seconds, puck is shot into the Milton bench by Milton. That'll keep the puck inside the blue line on the faceoff. Fourteen and a half seconds is time for a play. Kenty will take it. Stalled on the dot, into the feet. Kenty gets control of it. He'll come up to the hash marks. Milton will gather. They will shoot it up ice. Icing is the call with 1.9 seconds left, which is also time enough for a play. Just now it has to be a bang bang. All right, same dot, same spot, same people. Puck goes down the corner, and that will do it as the first period has drawn to a close. Time of the goals were at 7:02. Harvey from Stacy, and at 3:35, Chotar from Harvey and Kenty. Shots in the first period were 9-9. Thank you. I'm telling you, these two teams are so evenly matched that you expect a battle every single time they play. Now, I'm going to say it again. Composure is everything. Last time we got up by 2, they had their backs against the wall. They started running their mouths and rage baiting us, and we took the bait and did silly things and dug ourselves into a hole that we needed to climb out of. And we climbed out of it, kind of, but not enough. And then goal gets called back, another goal gets called back, and next thing you know, it's a 3-2 game, dying minutes, they put in the extra goal, it's on ice, it's done. Okay? Stay on your toes, play your butts off, and do not let them go. You have got a stranglehold on them right now. You push and you push and you push and you push and you push. Give up nothing and fight for everything. Rakowskis stripped him of the puck right there, down into offensive territory. Icing is the call, so that'll be pulled back into the left of Shrenko. Nope, sorry, to the right of Shrenko, just 12 seconds into the second period. Lambert's going to take the draw. Puck comes back to the blue line. Play is broken up. bottom of the circle, shot towards the side of the net. It'll wrap around into the open corner. Fissel will go in. He will dig for it. He will chip it up to the blue line. Does not get out. Hiltzy around the back of the net. He'll sweep it around up to the hash marks. Puck is loose. Back down in the corner again. Holgerboom will wrap it around for Fissel at the hash marks. He'll get that high in the zone, but again, not out. We have to get out of the zone. We're chipping it up. You got to get it further up in the zone before we let that puck out of our possession. Again, see the same thing. It didn't get out cleanly. It did there, but it took a hop off the glass. We've got to get it out of the zone with authority. If you need to skate it a bit more, then skate it. But they are pinching off the boards really early and putting pressure on us and holding possession of the zone. And we do not want that. Cleared away right there. It comes back for Fissel. Fissel out into the middle for Lambert. Lambert on the cross-ice feed for Rukowskis on the dot. Quick shot misses on the far side. Puck squirts up in the neutral zone. They're trying to get loose. Broken up. Fissel will grab it again. He'll slide up for Rukowskis. Broken up in the neutral zone. Puck is fired ahead. Lambert chips it in. That stayed onside. Rukowskis bottom of the circle. He'll use the body, even though he goes down, he stayed with possession. Puck squirts out, hits the side of the net, out front, loose puck, rebound side of the net, top of the crease. Milton coming back the other way. Down around the back of the net, Little will come away with it. They'll go back into the open corner. High in the zone, broken up. Milton, quick shot, missed on the far side. Kenty coming down the middle. He'll go to the left side wide. He'll keep it on the backhand, catches an edge, it gets in behind him. Puck comes up the hash marks, out into the middle, loose, Policelli, breakaway maybe. Little's on the inside, stays with it and breaks it up, lets it roll in towards Schrenko, and Schrenko will cover it. Great job on the back check right there. Face-off will be to the left of Schrenko. Into the hash marks, digging for it towards the net, loose puck tipped. Schrenko keeps the pads down, keeps everything tightened up. Into the corner, working it down low. Outside, Fornace in a foot race. He might get there. He does. Can't quite make the play to work. Tried to pick up Stacy, but he had a man on. Couldn't turn it cleanly. Puck gets sent in deep, around the back of the net. Out front, broken up. Down into the hash marks. Stacy pins him up against the boards. They'll come up against the blue line. Fired in on net, and there will be lots of contact in the front of the net. Who made the hit there?
No, we don't.
So no calls. Okay, good. All right. Face out to the left of Schrenko. Lambert takes it into the feet. Rukowskis with the pressure. Absolutely erases that guy from the play. Broken up at the hash mark, sent back in by Lambert. Fissel in there, give him a hand. Holgerboom pinches down. Bouncer puck up in the note. Hiltzy will get there first. Hiltzy will move it over for Hoagie. Hoagie will go up for Fissel. It gets outside the zone, but it's a little bit out of the reach. Back down for Hoagie. Off the boards. And up and out of play and into the Milton bench at 10:32. Puck comes down, deep in the zone, backhanded high in the window. Milton circling high, low. The puck is deflected, doesn't make it through, down in the corner. Iannacci will play it off the boards. We apologize that we can't see. Puck is loose, down in the corner. And the play was blown down. Keep your hands down. Keep your hands down. I'm sorry, I'm going to yell right into the mic. Do not pick up these extra calls. That was an inadvertent whistle by the referee. He thought it was covered and it was not. They blew it dead. Face-off will be deep in our territory. Warnings have been issued. Warnings have been issued. The referees are all over the chirpiness. Down in the inboards, down around the back of the net, center and pass broken up. It'll roll towards Schrenkel and he will cover it up at 9:53. Keep pushing, boys. Keep pushing, boys. Keep pushing, boys. Bonacier will take the draw into the feet. Broken up. Chotar will come away with it. He's going to skate it down the left-hand side. He will dump it in deep. Down around the back of the net. Reiser will go into it. Puck slides by. Bonacier goes in, lays the hit. Reiser pushes it up. Puck slides out into the middle. Ing will send it back down into Milton territory. Bonacier looking to get there first. Up to the blue line for Kingsley. He'll send it right back down for Reiser around the back of the net. Center and pass. Milton trying to come down. Plays broken up at the blue line. We apologize that we can't see the corner down there. Quick shot in on net. It's a really tight angle. That glass is high. Quick shot went off the crossbar. Down in the corner, Milton is really starting to layer on some pressure here now the last 4 to 5 minutes. It's been predominantly possessionally controlled by Milton with sustained pressure in our end. There's been a few breakups, but they've had the lion's share of it. Puck comes back to Reiser at the hash marks. We have got to be on top of that loose puck. Battle, quick shot in on net. Keep your hands down. Let them put their hands up, but you keep your hands down. You can run your mouth, but you can't use your hands. Bonacier pulled Chotar out. Them. Yeah. So Milton is out shooting us quite a bit in this second period right now. And we need to weather this storm, and we need to find something that we can work with. They are coming at us. They want to end this here in this game, and they are layering on the pressure, and we are kind of letting them do it right now. Fissel grabs the puck in the neutral zone on the bad pass. Up for Fissel on the left-hand side. He'll cut to the middle. He'll take it deep into the corner, waiting for some help to arrive. Now it does. It'll get sent around to the far side. Hogaboom goes into the corner. Rakowskis gives him a hand, and we got a penalty being called. Head contact on, I believe, On blue, 4 minutes for contact to the head. That's 4, right? I'm waiting to see. Yep, there it is. 4 minutes to 77. All right, again, that is the double minor. Score in the first 2 minutes, and the second 2 minutes are still on the clock. Make it count, boys. Up to the blue line. Quick shot towards the net. Broken up. Hold the line.
First time to blow the whistle.
That's going to pull the face off inside our blue line. Kenty on the draw. Big hits. Cross ice speed, Policelli. Stacey will get in over the line with it. He'll chip it down ahead for Kenty. Into the corner. Out front looking for the option. Goes across. Up to the hash marks. They'll get set up. Cross ice speed for Policelli. Can't handle the pass clean. Resets towards the net. The tip is wide. Broken up. Out in front. Harvey will knock his man off the puck. Up to the blue line. Policelli. Down for Stacey. Quick shot side of the net. He'll get the rebound back. Looking for an option. Turns back the other way. Leaves it for Kenty. Into the feet. Into the feet. Knock it loose. Up for Policelli at the circle. Fire it, bud. Quick shot. In that rebound. Side of the net. Does not go in. Arm in the air. We got a penalty being called. Interference on, I'm not sure on who. 2 minutes for interference. I don't know on who yet. It's on Harvey. Okay. So there's 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the penalty to them. And 2 minutes on the clock for us. So, when our penalty is done, we'll still be on the power play for 30 seconds if this all is played with no goals being issued. So 4-on-4 hockey for a full 2 minutes here. Rakowskis up in the neutral zone. Kingsley tries to jump ahead, puck is loose. Easton will gather him behind. He'll gather around the back of the net. He's going to skate this up the right-hand side with a little bit of space. He cuts to the middle, keeps it on the stick. He'll backhand it down. Quick shot in on net. Goes down towards the corner. Lambert will slide it across for Rakowskis. Into the feet of Rakowskis. Rakowskis slided towards the net. Lambert, dipsy doodles around the back of the net. Center and pass out front. Oh, he's able to hold the line. Good job to stretch out there. Big hit down into the corner. Up to the line, not out. 2, we'll slide it down for Lambert. Down into the corner. Milton coming down the right-hand side. Down in the corner, plays broken up, quick shot. And they scored at 4:39 remaining in the second period. That 4-on-4 leaves lots of open ice. We got 41 seconds remaining on our penalty, and then we're with the man advantage again. That puck is just over the crossbar. Kenty. Oh, off the tip. I don't know what happened. It was tipped. the tip. Hoagie takes the draw, and I think it was tipped after the fact, but I'm pretty sure it's the goal is credited to Hoagie Boom at 4:24. The 2-goal lead is once again restored. Milton with the quick shot, misses on the short side.
I need to stand in front of everyone.
For touching her, don't touch a fucking woman. Sit down. Sit down. You touch a woman's arm. Touch her fucking down.
Quick shot in on net, held by Schrenkel. 5 seconds remaining. Back towards the hash mark. Centering pass goes across the top of the crease. Under 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Up into the neutral zone. Milton gets turned back on the blue line. Up the right side. Cross ice feed for Iannacci. He'll slide up for Fonacier. Fonacier hits Reisman on the blue line. Cuts to the middle. Big hit loose. Puck squirts out. Will be sent the length of the ice. Everybody is back to even strength hockey now. 3:20 remaining in the second period. Breakout feed from Fonacier up to Iannacci. Then around the back of the net. Hiltzy will pick it up. He'll curl back the other way. Fires it up. Broken up. Ends up in the slot. Banged out and down the ice. Icing will be the call. If it's waved and it's not, icing at 2:59. I don't think any of this is getting picked up on camera, but the fans are as animated as the ice is. There's a whole lot of activity up here. Fissel down the middle. Rakowski's on the side. Cuts on the backhand. Bomb the circle out front, center and pass. Oh, it was there, but it goes off a leg. He had the right idea and had him lined up. Wasn't able to pull the trigger. Milton coming back the other way. Push the bomb the circle. Poke check broken up. Quick shot misses on the far side. Fissel picks up the loose puck. Down around the back of the net. He'll slide it to the open corner. Lambert picks up the puck. Down the left-hand side. They gave him room. He gets inside with the bottom of the circle. Centering pass. Couldn't quite get the pass over him. Another quick loose puck. Fissel back for Rakowskis. It slides through. The referee was right in that spot. Puck comes out. Little will gather. He'll bang it off the boards. Chipped ahead, but it hit the linesman. Backhanded high and all the way down the ice. Icing is the call. Kenty on the draw. Milton around the back of their own net. They'll come up the right-hand side. Broken up at the blue line. Loose puck down into our zone. 2 will get there first. It goes around the back of the net. We've got 1:40 remaining in the second period. They'll go D to D through the neutral zone. Loose puck is gathered. Kingsley will take it deep into our territory. Broken up at the hash marks. 2 will skate it. He'll go over to Kingsley. Kingsley will slide it lightly into the zone to give Kenty a chance to get down there, and he does get there first. Gets the touch on it, waiting for help to arrive to figure out what to do. Harvey trying to center that pass around the back of the net. He's on the backhand. Off into the corner, center and pass for Kenty, but his stick was tied up. He was not able to pull the trigger, and a penalty is going to be called. Hooking is the call, and that is going to be on Milton at the 54-second marking. Oh, I thought it was them. There was a hooking call that I was watching it out of the corner of my eye. All right, it's on us. 2 minutes at the 54-second mark to Kenty for hooking. Face off to the left of Trenko. All right, boys, weather this storm. Let's just deal with the first 45 seconds. Get ahead of the zone. Down around the side of the net. They'll take it into the end boards. Up to the hash marks. Puck is sent in around the back of the net. Quick shot in on net, and it is held with 8.1 seconds remaining. Down in the corner, Hoagie will tie it up. 3 seconds, comes back up to the blue line, shot. And at the buzzer, it is gloved and held by Shrenko. There's 1:05 remaining on the penalty to Kenty as the boys will make their way off of the ice and into the dressing room. The Zamboni will make its way out. Shots in the second period are totaling 22-14 in favor of Milton. So we only shot the 5, the 13 in favor of Milton in that second period. So we're just going to take a quick second. We'll throw it to a commercial break and thank our sponsors. We'll bring you back early and catch you up before we get into it. So stand by while we scrub the ice. Okay. We are back. There's a fresh 15 on the clock. There's a minute and 5 seconds remaining in the penalty to Kenzie. The ice has been scrubbed. The players are making their way back out. The referees are resetting the nets on their original positions, and the goaltenders are making their way back to their starting positions. Time of the goals in this game so far were 7:02 in the first period by Harvey from Stacy, 3:35 from Chotar from Kenty and Harvey, and then at second period 4:39 Milton scored, made that 2-1, and then a 4:24 Volgman scored with a tip from the point, putting us back into a 3-1 lead heading into the second period. You can be sure that Milton does not want to lose this game. They are going to pull out all the stops. This game is going to intensify. The next 15 minutes are going to be a full-on battle. Here we go. Draw is won by Milton. Back in the neutral zone territory. 2 will fire it off the boards up into our territory, up into their territory. And the one thing that we cannot do is play kill the clock on your heels. You can't. You have got to be on your toes. Being on your toes is what got you here. Staying on your toes is what will get you there. You sit back and play your heels and they will eat you up. Be aggressive. Down into the corner. We just got to kill off this final 30 seconds here. There we go. That'll get the pike down the length of the ice. 25 seconds on the clock. Fresh legs coming out. Milton will circle around the back of their net. 20 seconds on the penalty. They will come up the left-hand side. Fonacier catches up to it. He will fire that puck back down into Milton territory. Fissel will give chase. Holds the puck into the boards. Does a great job of pinning it up. And that's going to kill the final few seconds. By the time they get the neutral zone, the gate will swing open. There it goes. Puck is fired into the open corner. Policelli. Little will fire it around the boards. Up the blue line. Not out. Gets bounced in towards the net. Loose puck over to the hash marks. Fissel plays it up to the line, but it's deflected up and into the Oakville bench. Fresh lines out, Kenty on the draw. Harvey and Stacy on the wings. Little and Policelli on the D line. Puck up into the neutral zone. Cross ice feed gets tipped. It'll go in on net, but we'll get pressure down fast enough where they are forced to cover it and hold it, and that'll get a face-off down and to the right of Oakville goaltender. Draws one, comes back up the blue line. Milton's going to grab it with possession. They will skate it down into Oakville territory, down around the back of the net. Into the feet. Stacy will move it forward out of the zone, but doesn't get through the neutral zone and gets turned back. Up for Stacy in the middle. Stacy will dump it in. Quick shot. Looking for the rebound to come out. He will fire it back down into the zone. We'll get fresh legs out. Fonacier puts pressure on. Cross ice feed picked up by Reisner. He'll stay with it. Up into the feet. They couldn't do anything about it, and that will be offside. He tried to push it just in time, but not able to clear the zone prior to. Face off just in front of us here. Up to the blue line. Hiltz, quick shot goes off the leg. Off to the open corner. Iannacci will send it back down on the back of the net. Reisner looking for an option. Tries to feed it out front. Pass gets picked up by Milton down the left-hand side. Push to the outside. Broken up into the corner. Milton looking for an option. Centering pass is broken up. They get pushed to the perimeter. Puck comes back up the blue line. Shot in on net and gets tipped. And at 11:42, Milton will come back in within one. All right, 11:42 remaining in the third. It is a one-goal game. Puck is up into the neutral zone. Be more aggressive, boys. We are not protecting a lead. We're trying to extend a lead. That principle has to be the mindset. If you sit back and try to protect this for 11 and a half minutes, they will make you eat it. You have got to try and extend that lead and be as aggressive as possible. That's the way you knock them off their game plan. You have to be aggressive, you have to be hitting them, you have to be forechecking them, and you have to be closing the gap to contact. That is what upsets the rhythm of the team in blue. Here, Daryl, I'll move over a bit. Down around the back of the net. Coming down into our zone, Kingsley will gather and he'll come behind the zone. Kingsley will gather. He's going to come down the left-hand side, cuts to the middle, slides ahead for Rakowskis. Chris, quick shot over the top of the net, barely. Rakowskis picks up the loose puck, centering pass goes off a leg. Lambert goes in to give him a hand. Down into the hash marks. Oh, the cherry pick pass, but Kingsley with the back check to break it up. You don't get much better of the back check than that. That was cleanly held. Milton on the feed down low. A minute, 12 seconds later. All right, 10 and a half minutes. 10 and a half minutes, and this is a tie game. Up for Harvey in the neutral zone, into the feed. Harvey will pick it up, in over the blue line. Quick shot, misses on the far side. Up to the hash marks. Kenty will break it up, but puck squirts out. Oakville coming up the right-hand side, trying to slide it ahead for Chotar. Pass doesn't connect, it gets bounced back. Little will grab it. He'll go across for Policelli. Off the boards, up, and icing will be the call at 9:50. You good there?
Just people keep moving forward and I have to keep moving forward.
All right, face off down into the left for Schrenko. Panassier on the dot. Pass goes in towards the net. Schrenko will cover it up. Current shots are 25-18. Just 3-4 in the period so far. Hogaboom fires it up to the blue line. Not out. Loose puck. Up on the hash marks, up the blue line, not out. Shot in towards the net. Down around the back. Up in the hash marks for Reisner. Bouncing puck. Up for Fanase. Stacy plays it back to D. Back up for Fanase at the blue line. Into the feet. Back up to the blue line for Hilt. Broken up, top of the circle. Reisner trying to get a piece of it. Stacy will pick it up behind the zone. Oh, big hit as Milton gets dumped. Center and pass off the feed. Milton can't convert as they are threatening and trying to move ahead in this game. Got us on our heels a little bit. Move the puck. Stacy dropped it for Rakowskis, but it pops up over the netting. We'll get a face-off as it was deflected by a Milton player. That face-off will be down deep in Milton territory. 8:10 remaining in the tie game. There will be no tie. These games will be played to conclusion one way or another. Quick shot in on net, goes up. Kingsley, top of the circle. Shot hits the player. Tries to settle it down. Another quick shot on net and held. Face off down and to the right of Milton. Quick shot in tight down low. Pops up over. At the blue line. Shovel down towards for Fissel down below the goal. He'll put the brakes on, turn back the other way. Looking for an option. He'll come back up the blue line for Kingsley. He'll come back for Lambert. Lambert, quick shot off the post. Another shot backhand, another shot rebound. Side of the net, bouncing puck comes out front. Eason, quick shot, doesn't make it through. Up to the blue line. Another shot squirts out the far side. Good pressure, down low, into the end boards. Milton will play it off the boards around the corner, out into the middle, up and down the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. Down and to the left, the Milton goaltender, Kenty on the draw. Down in the corner, up to the blue line. Quick shot, in on net, loose puck, rebound. Bounce picked up by Harvey. Harvey trying to move it. Gets poke check. Puck slides up into the middle. Quick touch for Milton coming back the other way. They will shoot it down deep. Into the hash marks. Second player in. Third player in. Fourth player in. Broken up behind the zone. Pops it over the line. They will dump it in. We'll gain possession. Little around the back of the net. He'll chip it out for Harvey. Harvey cross ice feed for Iannachi, but it's out of his reach. Icing is up, but it's in on net, and Iannachi gets there fast enough to force a face-off. Everybody will change up the lines. 6:06 remaining. Down around the back of the net, Milton will pick it up, first touch in the corner. They'll bring it up the blue line. Hiltzy will hold the line. He'll fire it in towards the net, gets angled off towards the corner again. Sent the other way. Milton will get the first touch in. They'll move it up to the hash marks. Not out. held up at the line. Sent in deep. Reisner helps to hold it. Fonacier will take it out over the line and gather. And he'll come back up for Reisner. Reisner will tip it forward down deep in the zone. Sent around the net, up to the blue line, not out. Slips to the side, up and out of the zone. Hiltzy will gather there first. Hogerboom will skate it out of the zone. He'll chip it down into their territory. As we get fresh legs out, they'll keep the pressure on. Puck goes down around the corner, up the other way. Chipped ahead by Milton as we roll over the 5-minute mark of regulation time. Play is pushed over to the opposite corner. Hogerboom will slide it up into the neutral zone, up to the line, not out. Chipped ahead, 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Lambert has Rukowskis with him. Quick shot, misses just on the near side. Puck comes up to the hash marks. Milton coming down the left-hand side. Lots going on behind the play. 2 will slide across for Ing. Ing trying to push the puck up. He'll go over for Lambert, but it's just offside. Four minutes, 9 seconds, tied at 3. I told you it was going to come down to the wire. Kenty on the draw. Stacy kicks it back for Ing. Ing fires it in, but it doesn't get into the zone. It's held up at their line, broken up in the feet. Ing will slide ahead over for Harvey, top of the circle, quick shot, loose puck, rebound. Kenty breaking up into the zone, into the end boards. They're pinning it up. Out front, Stacy side of the net, can't get a shot off. Into the end boards. Harvey will go on the far side. Puck comes up to the blue line. Jazz trickles it over. Kenty will gather. He'll cut through the middle. Puck is loose. He can't pinch on it. Puck gets knocked down on the far side. Up for Harvey in the middle. We're not skating hard enough, if you ask me. Not skating hard enough. You gotta hate to lose just enough to not give up until you taste pennies. If you played hockey, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you've done anything to an extreme, you know. They get to a point where the lactic acid is just making everything taste like copper. If you are not at that place in this game, you are not skating hard enough. And if you're not tasting that, then I suggest you sit down and let somebody who is play. Because this is your season. There's 3 minutes left. You got to make this happen. Puck rolls in on net. Play will be called. 2:51 remaining. Yep. Play goes in around the back of the net off the Milton draw. It rides the dasher, takes a funny hop. Broken up into the neutral zone. Policelli will play it, bank pass for Lambert. Lambert will chip it down and hits the linesman. Slows. Milton gathers. They'll come around the back of the net. 2.5 minutes off the cross ice speed for Fissel. Gets pinned up at the blue line. Lambert. Oh, lots of scrambly stuff going on there, but eventually Milton gathers it, holds the line though. Milton coming down through the middle. Big hits all over the place. 2 minutes remaining in regulation and tie game. Play is broken up. Policelli will go off the boards. High, the pass doesn't get to him. Out front, loose puck. Rakowskis grabs the puck. He will fire it up into Milton territory. It rolls in on net. They will let it slide. Minute and a half in regulation. Fonacier with the forecheck. Milton coming down the middle. They'll chip it down. Easton will catch up to it first. 2 will go around the back of the net. Up at the hash marks for Harvey. He'll slide it ahead. Fonacier trying to get loose. Can't do it. Milton will slide it, pick up the puck on their defensive blue. Back up for 2. 2 will curl back the other way. He'll chip it off the boards, but Milton will drive it down. We got a minute and 5. Puck is being held. Whistle is called. Minute and 3 seconds of regulation time in semifinal number 2. Milton has called a timeout.
Oh. Or maybe not.
No, I don't think they have. Face-off is down and to the right of Shrenko. Here we go. Milton down into the neutral zone. Plays broken up. Chotar slides it ahead for Harvey at the blue line. Harvey tries to toe drag. Kenty comes in through. Quick shot. Misses on the far side. Off to the hash marks. Kenty will pin it up against the boards. Chotar comes in to give him a hand. Down to Milton territory. Milton comes away with it. They chip it ahead. Easton will be there first. 30 seconds remaining. He will gather. He's going to slide this up for Harvey. Harvey will sidestep. He will dump it in deep into the end boards. Kenty will go there. He undercuts it. He gets a piece of it. Milton comes away with it. They'll come up the boards too. Quick shot. Loose puck. Rebound. And the whistle was blown. There's an arm in the air. And it is a cross check. And it will be called on... I'm not sure. Is it on us or on them? It's on them. It is a 2-minute cross-checking call on Milton, 14 seconds on the clock. But this game, if there is no goal scored, will roll into overtime, and that will be significant. Play smart hockey, boys. Back to the point, quick shot. In on net. Quick draw again, into the corner. Milton wraps it on the glass. He comes up to the blue line. Huge calls, other calls. There was a big hit in the corner, and then 77 comes in. So I couldn't see it cleanly because the glass is there, but there was a big hit in the corner. Player went down, and then there was another hit. So I think there's 2 separate penalties being called here, one against Rakowskis and one against 77. There is 4 point...
Which one is yours? Yeah, I'm going, don't worry.
All right. This is turning into quite the gong show all over the rink. I'm not involved. I am staying up here. I'm staying up here in my hidey hole. There is 4.1 seconds remaining in regulation. The officials are trying to figure out what we're doing here and how the penalties will be issued. The coaching staff are eager to get a word in with the officials. We're just going to let this play out for a second. The issue will be trying to determine where the face-off needs to be called. I believe it's going to be down in their territory, but that could change. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Face-off is down and to the left of the Milton goaltender. 4.1 seconds on the clock. That is time for a play. All right. The penalties issued are majors. They are not on the clock. Puck comes up and squirts over the line harmlessly, and that is the end of regulation time. So, as the players go back to their bench, here's the way this goes. It is a 10-minute 5-on-5 overtime. We will not switch ends. If this is still a tie after that, this will go into a shootout. Okay? We'll deal with the shootout when we get there. Right now, 5-on-5, 10 minutes, sudden death, and there's 1:45 on the clock remaining in the penalty originally issued to Milton. However, 77 from Milton and Rakowskis, they both have penalties that don't show up on the clock, which means those are majors. So it's either a 5-minute or a 10-minute major. If it's a 10-minute major, we have to make sure we understand their eligibility. If you are in the box at the end of a period of play, serving a penalty, I do not believe you are eligible to shoot in a shootout. So let's hope that they are 5-minute majors. We'll see as this unfolds. I'll try to sort it out for you as we go along. Here we go. Sudden death overtime. Okay, we need to win to stay alive, and they need to win to extend their season. Loose puck around the back of the net. Catches an edge, hits the skate of the referee. Lambert up the left-hand side. He will chip it ahead deep in the zone. Kenty goes around the back of the net. Puck is fired. Hits a partition. Takes a funny hop. 2. Crashes down. Puck goes down around the back of the net. Up to the blue line. Just out. Chipped ahead. Puck is fired the length of the ice. 2 will slide ahead for Kenty. Kenty has it knocked off his stick. Harvey picks up the loose puck. He'll get in over the line. Hilty has to wait. Gets sent down the length of the ice again. Icing is waved. 2 will gather around the back of the net. He'll go up for Harvey. Skips on his stick. Gets sent back in. Both teams a little bit hesitant here. Players go down. They're fighting feverishly to kill out this penalty on that forecheck. Easton slides to the head. Guys, we're on the power play here. We are on the power play. Easton will skate. Up for Chotar. Chotar in over the line. Reiser into the boards. On the hit. Tied about the hash marks. Hogaboom will slide down, but the play is icing. 7:56 remaining in the overtime period. Into the feet. Slides ahead. Down to the neutral zone. Gets past Hogan movement. He'll bang it off the boards. Up for Fissel. Fissel trying to move that puck forward. Penalties are all over, and the guys in the box were able to slide out. So those majors were not 10-minute. They were not even 5-minute. They were coincidental minors. How you don't call penalty on that will be beyond me. He made no attempt at all to stop. There you go. Technical. You have to make a concerted effort to not run into the goalie. That'll put you in the box every time. All right. 7:24 on the clock. 2 minutes on the penalty board for Milton. And now we will call a timeout. All right, I got nothing to add here except stay on your toes and fight for every single thing that you have. This is your season. We get the next goal. We live to play another day. That is exactly as simple as you can make it. How hard are you going to fight for that goal? You got an opportunity here. Man advantage for 2 minutes. We've got Lambert, Fissel, Rakowskis, Little and Policelli. Policelli up for Fissel. Fissel trying to turn the corner. Up to the blue line. Not out. Little back down for Fissel. Fissel pinned up in the corner. Back up for Little. Top of the circle. Quick shot. Deflected. Plays it off the skate. Rakowskis picks up the loose puck. He'll slide it ahead for Lambert. Play is broken up. We're on the power play, boys. Those passes have got to be tape to tape. It's just that simple. Fissel will chip it ahead. Sent the length of the ice and around the back of the net. Little coming up the right-hand side. He's going to slide it through for Lambert. Quick shot in on net. Rebound squirts off in the corner. Lambert will poke check it through. Fissel comes in to give him a hand. It's into the feet. Digging in the corner. Fissel comes away with it. Trying to center it out front. Loose puck comes across the crease. Milton comes away with it. They'll slide it down the ice. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. 2 will gather. It'll come up the middle. Loose puck. Goes to the boards. Fissel gets there. Sorry, Chotar gets there first. Harvey shoots the puck, goes off. A Milton player deflects down. 5 seconds on the power play. Penalties are now over. Even strength hockey. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in overtime. Pass slides across the top of the crease. Kenty will gather. Stretch feed is broken up, doesn't get out of the zone. Into the feet, Milton, top of the slot. Puck squirts off down in the corner. Milton back down in their zone. Picked up the stretch feed. They cut to the middle. Harvey slides the puck up into the middle. Hiltz Puck comes up in the neutral zone. Milton gathers. They'll go around the horn. They'll fire the puck in deep. 4:20 on the clock. Round of the hash marks. Puck goes down in the corner. Milton gets the first touch as it slides in. Plays broken up. Sent back down in the corner. Milton, bottom of the slot, out front. They had it there and couldn't pull the trigger. Ianacci up the middle. Kenty into the inboards first, waiting for help to arrive. He'll slide it there.
One of the worst
Lambert will take the draw. Up for Policelli. Shot in on net, loose puck. Up to the blue line. Little, another shot. Broken up by Milton. At the blue line, not out. Still onside, it's still onside. Now it gets out over the line. Policelli will send it back in. And on that touch right there, that will be offside. So that'll pull it out over the line. 3:28 remaining, tied at 3. Into the feet. Rakowskis comes away with it. Quick shot. Side of the net, gloved and held. Lambert on the dot. Back to the blue line. Fissel trying to get in tight. Can't get turned, can't get the stick down. Milton gets a piece of it at the blue line. It'll come out over the line. Rakowskis will gather on it. Oh, it rolls off his stick, but he breaks it up enough to keep it in the neutral zone. It gets fired in deep. Back the other way for Little. Little up for Lambert. A little bit of space. Lambert has it knocked off his stick. 2 with a head of steam. Down low, in tight, quick shot, rebound, scores! The D-man goes end to end to knock the puck in overtime, and there will be another game. At 2:38, Easton 2 grabs the puck and goes D to D, splits the D, cuts to the middle, and makes no mistake, and forces the tiebreak. Not yet, not yet. And forces the tiebreak as the boys make their way out of the ice. So let me slide ahead here. Give me a second. All right, go ahead. So there we go. The boys make their way, and you can see now that the tiebreak for this will be played in Milton on at Milton Sports Center, Pad D, Saturday, March 21st at 4:15 p.m. And in that game, winner moves on, loser goes home, and gets a shot at the Tri-County Championship. Thank you very much. When you have a second, swing by our Instagram feed at Oakville Rangers U14A 2012_2025 or Oakville Rangers U14A. Thank you once again, Daryl, for putting this all together. We appreciate you. Join us again on Saturday at FSN right here, the home of your Oakville Rangers. We will chat soon.